don't usually talk on startup weekends, but when I do, I talk about Varna European Youth Capital 2017. So probably most of you know that Varna is holding the title of European Youth Capital for 2017, and our main aim is encouraging social innovations. And of course, the best way to encourage social innovation is to encourage young people get engaged in entrepreneurship activities. Our main focus is social innovation, social entrepreneurship, and especially youth and young encouraging youth entrepreneurship for increasing the youth employment. We really want to make young people stay and live in Varna. That is why we're encouraging all of you to stay and live in Varna after this startup weekend. And why? Because we're opening our call for proposals. Actually, we have started our first call for proposals, and it's ending tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. But we're expecting to make a second call, and we would be happy if you have good ideas which you could decide to implement through our opportunities for funding. I would like to briefly describe and introduce to you the key flagship project areas that we are launching our calls for, and in case you have any additional questions, I'll be happy to reply after the event. Or I don't know if we have time to reply to some questions now.
I think it's after.
Okay, good. Well, I would like to start with the first key flagship area, which is called Youth Pro, and this is probably the most interesting area for you. It is aimed at the development of skills and talents related to capacity development and entrepreneurship initiatives, and as well as the career development of young people in Varna. We are willing to encourage startup trainings, conferences, practical trainings, mentorship programs, as well as combination of these, which are encouraging young people to get engaged in entrepreneurship activities, trainings that can help them develop a professional career in the field of entrepreneurship, especially social entrepreneurship is the main focus of our title, as well as bring in some good practices from abroad to Bulgaria, and why not Bulgarian good practices that to be exported abroad. Eligible for applications are NGOs, but also companies and non-formal groups. Of course, universities, schools, and other legal bodies. So if you have an NGO or a company, you can apply for funding. Applications can be filled both in English and in Bulgarian, so you can use whoever language is better for you. You have as eligible costs, administrative costs, which are supposed to be no more than 20% of your budget. Expenses for implementation of activities, which are supposed to be about 50% of your budget, and PR and advertisement expenses, which are supposed to be no more than 20% of the budget. Of course, you can apply for up to 10,000 leva for implementing initiative. Well, if you are a local organization, so if only one organization is applying, but if you have a partner that is from like an international organization or company from abroad, and you are Bulgarian and an international organization is applying, you can apply for 15,000 leva. Of course, we expect co-funding of 20%, so if you're applying for, let's say, 10,000 leva, your budget should be indicated at 12,000 leva. So this is our criteria. The requirement for 20% of co-financing is eligible for all the key flagship areas. The second key area is called InnoThink Tank, and its focus is on urban development. Basically, we would really like to encourage ideas related to development of the city of Varna. No matter if we talk about vulnerable parts of different neighborhoods of the city, if we talk about lighting or regular architecture of the cities, anything that can support the development of the urban development is good for us. We would be happy to see trainings, webinars, competitions, forums, public debates, working groups, think tanks, creative marathons, workshops, and combination of these in order to have your ideas related to the development of the urban development in Varna. Our third key flagship area is called InnoJump. It is about social innovation and activities that are happening, outdoor activities actually. So basically the main aim is to help youngsters coming from disadvantaged group to integrate and be included better in society. We are using different tools again for encouraging different tools to achieve this goal, but mainly we would be happy having our investigation so far how youngsters from such groups are best included. We would be happy to encourage projects which include alternative sport activities, outdoor activities, ecological activities, because youngsters with disabilities, let's say social and so on, are really intrigued when they have a chance to be engaged in more non-formal activities rather than standard school activities. Our fourth key flagship area is Inno Center. The aim of the Inno Center is to encourage the development of Congress tourism in Varna, having in mind that Varna is supposed to be the European Youth Capital this year. We would also be happy to have a sustainability in the activities and have many international youth-related events happening in Varna and next year, including this year. So if you want to organize something big, you can apply for co-funding under this area. I would do my best to be as fast as possible. We have two more flagship areas. The fifth one is related to Varna on the map. The idea of this key flagship area is to bring young people from Varna to other international forums and stages. So we would like basically to develop young ambassadors of Varna, who would participate on international forums related to entrepreneurship, educational and other activities where we can show our good practices as well as encourage more people to get some good ideas and return them to Varna. And our final sixth key flagship area is called Varna Media Academy, and its aim is to encourage young people to develop their talent and become professionalists in the field of media, from PR to TV, radio, all kinds of media. And of course, encourage more people to broadcast events related to Varna European Youth Capital. That was it from me.